that uncharted territory for this team with multiple losses in a single season. How do you think this team will respond down the stretch?
We'll talk about us. I feel like we're going to respond really well. No one likes to lose a game, and I feel like after this we're going to bounce back really well, offensive, defensive wise. We play a hard game, and every week's a hard game for us. But we always have that mentality that we have to go into the doctor's office, fix what we need to fix, and prepare for next week.
Naz, it seemed like the pass rush was kind of inconsistent tonight. Just how dangerous is that against a guy like Jackson Dart who can make plays?
Jackson Dart is a great quarterback, and he always keeps us honest, especially with his footwork and how he can scramble out of there. I feel like yes, we were a little bit consistent on the pass rush. Just a couple of things we just need to work on defense. I feel as though like we've done a decent job throughout this whole season. A couple of guys probably feel like they didn't have their best games, but that's okay because once we start off next week, we'll find out what we can do best to help the team out, especially in the pass game.
When the offense is struggling like it was in the first half tonight, what kind of effect, if any at all, does that have on you guys on the defensive side?
Nothing at all. They do their job, we do our job. If the other team's defense gets a turnover, we go right there, or we go right out there and do what we know. We're not a point of fingers type of team. We know some guys can struggle, but that's why we're a team. We keep each other up and we got each other's back. So offense got our back, defense got their back. So there's never a mentality that we have when offense isn't really speeding up with their game or anything like that. But like as a defense, we just know that we gotta go down and do our jobs. Can't really point your fingers because that's what we go out there to do. That's why we came to play defense.
What was it like to play against that tempo?
I've seen it so many times. Last year, Georgia Tech, Tennessee, and them as well. It's nothing that I haven't seen before. I would say it was just a couple of times that we kind of had ourselves like a little bit confused, especially when we were fastball. But we caught up eventually. But it's something that we train for every time. Not a lot of teams can do what they can do, and I give just some props for that as well.
Naz, you've been around this program for a long time. What is the key to moving on from this? And we got 3 regular season games left all at home. Just trying to make the most of it.
Like I said, come next week, we get into the doctor's office. We see what we can do on the defensive side and offensive side. But games like that, we just have to, look back at it and like I said before, no one likes to lose. And so what we do great is helping ourselves, especially in the doctor's office, looking at things we can do. Like I said, looking at things we can do on both offensive and defensive side. That's all you can do, really.
How do you guys digest a second loss knowing it's not a 14-team playoff, it's a 12-team playoff?
You win or lose games. This is how it is. Guys like in the locker room, they know how it feels to lose. Obviously, losing earlier in the season against Alabama, but we really can't do anything about it. That's a good team, and we walked into this stadium knowing that. And there's a couple of things that we just didn't stay consistent doing, and we don't reap the benefits of it as well as they do. But congrats to them, and
Naz, you guys have gone on the road to all these night games, and even today, a big environment. You finally get to go home next week under the lights. How nice is that going to be, and what do you kind of expect when you walk out?
I'm going to be biased when I say that, but there's nothing like Athens, Georgia, and Sanford Stadium. It's definitely going to be a great environment. I can already anticipate. I'm sure a lot of guys are going to be hyped to play back at home after all these road games that we played, or Easter road games that we played. Playing Tennessee and Sanford Stadium, it couldn't be any better than that. So
It's been a while since opposing fan base has stormed the field against Georgia. And just what was that like trying to get off the field?
It was definitely a funny experience for me. I'm used to just talking to the guys after the game, especially either win or loss. I'm always used to talking to the other team, just saying like good game or this and that, blah blah, just chopping it up. So it was just hard for me to communicate with some of the guys after they started storming the field. So the only thing I thought of my mind was just to go to the locker room. It's a good game for them, but you know how fans get. So you gotta hurry up and get to the locker room, stay safe.
Got time for one more? think it was the second quarter, they were backed up to their one, and either first or second down, they dropped back and threw, and like, I think Dart was taking us down. I'm curious, do you remember that play and maybe kind of thinking, well, it's kind of a ballsy thing for them to do?
Are you talking about the third down they had, coming out?
I believe so, yeah, it was like they're right in their one or two, yeah.
And what was your question again?
Like, just what did you think about them doing? Like, it's normally you're at least doing play action or something, just, you know, to get the heat off.
Hey, you know, we never get surprised by what any team does. Just as a defense, we just like to, you know, react in the best way possible for us to help our offense get the ball back. And yeah, that was gutsy for them to do that because like we're known to be an aggressive defense. But yeah, like that coming out period that they had is something that we pride ourselves of, trying to win those first 3 downs so they could punt the ball out the end zone. And then we work our way, and I give him props for that too as well. And Jackson Dart is just, you know, he's a good guy, a great quarterback for doing that. Very confident in that way. So.
Thank you.